Hi students, in today's session we are going to continue with Introduction to Accounting, Unit 1 and 11th Accountancy. Okay, so here we have the definition of accounting. According to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, accounting is the art of recording, classifying and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions and events which are in part, at least of a financial character, and interpreting the results thereof. So what does it mean? See, whatever transactions are happening, transactions, I told you in last session. So what do you mean by transaction? Any event which has monetary value, we can call it as transaction. Okay, so any financial transactions that is happening has to be recorded, classified and summarized in a proper manner. Correct. So we have to analyze, we have to make decision making, and we have to know the actual profit or loss. Correct. So for this we have to record, classify and summarize in a proper manner all the financial transactions. So this we call it as accounting. So first we need to identify the financial transaction that has to be taken into consideration. So for this first point we have journalizing. Okay, just try to understand the concept here. Okay, so in going forward we will be seeing what is journal, what is ledger, trial balance, trading account, P&L and balance sheet. Okay, so don't confuse, just try to understand the concept. This is the accounting cycle we have been following, that's it. Okay, so first point in accounting cycle is to prepare the journals. Okay, so what type of transaction has to be booked and how it has to be booked. Second, we have posting and balancing. Here we will be preparing the different ledger accounts. Okay, next we have preparation of trial balance. Okay, so what happens is here we have to classify them into debit and credit. So what should be debited and what should be credited? Yes, in going forward we will be having so many sums in this trial balance basis and all. So don't worry, you will understand. Just try to understand the concept. So first one we have to prepare the journals. Second we have to prepare the ledgers, and next we have trial balance. Okay, so once the trial balance is done, based on that we can prepare trading account. So trading account is nothing but, say, it gives you the total sales value of an organization. So how much sales have been done, how much purchase have been done, and also all the expenses in the sense your expenditure, you will be spending some amount, right? We call that as expenses. All this will be recorded in trading account, and you will be getting gross profit or gross loss from that account. Okay, so next we have preparation of profit and loss account. So in this account we will record all our income and expenditure. Okay, so for example, expenditure we can say salary paid to the employees, rent paid, interest paid. Correct, all these are expenses for an organization. So this will be recorded on the left side. And income, for example, we can have commission received, okay, interest received, discount received, all the incomes, whatever money is coming inside, we call it as income. Correct, so all that will be recorded on the right side, we call that as credit side. Okay, next finally we have preparation of balance sheet. Okay, see, we can say it is a statement of any organization which shows you how much liability is nothing but whatever you have to repay. Okay, and all your assets are nothing but your own properties, we can say, I mean the property of the organization. Okay, so all that will be included in your balance sheet. See, it comprises of assets and liabilities. Okay, so in coming classes we will see what is assets, what is liability, everything. Just try to understand this accounting cycle. So first we will record the journal, then ledger, third trial balance, and next we have trading account, next profit and loss account, and finally balance sheet. This is your accounting cycle. Okay, so I have given a detailed explanation. You can refer for your notes here. Next we have objectives of accounting. Why accounting is required? So first point we have to keep a systematic record of financial transactions and events. So what is that? You have to keep a proper record, okay, of all the financial transactions. Correct. Only then in future, if you have any doubts or queries, or someone is trying to make some manipulations, you can check your records. Okay. Next we have to ascertain the profit or loss of the business enterprises. So whether my organization is running in a profit mode or loss. Okay, so ascertain, I can calculate if I am projecting, estimating a loss. Okay, so in that situation I can make some changes in which the organization will finally result in profit. I can analyze, so last year how it was and and this year how it is going to be. Everything I can analyze based on this accounting reports. And third one, we have to ascertain the financial position or status of the enterprise. So what is that? So outsiders or the people who wants to invest in your company will know your position, how your financial background is, whether you are running in a better way or the organization is going to result in a loss. Okay. Next we have to provide information to various stakeholders for their requirements. You can provide information. So once the accounting has been summarized, recorded, everything is done in a proper way, so we can make the information available to the stakeholders. Okay. Next we have to protect the properties of an enterprise. So by this you can safeguard all the properties whatever your organization or enterprise is having. You can safeguard or protect it by your valid accountancy reports. And finally you have to ascertain the solvency and liquidity position of an enterprise. Solvency is nothing but we can say the long-term financial position. Okay, we can say your financial position of an organization, and also how much net worth or we can say ability to meet long-term financial commitments. Okay, so that we call it as solvency. What is your net worth, and also how able you are meet your long-term financial commitments. Okay, so to ascertain all these things, you can have a detailed reporting of accounts in your organization. So that is why it plays a vital role. We have come to the end of the slide. If you have any further clarification, you can contact me. Thank you.